So if anybody wants to enter the raffle, business cards, just sort of pass them this way. I'll collect them here.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Great. So my name is Nicos Vekiarides. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TwinStrata. We're a company based out of Natick, Massachusetts. And what we do is we make cloud integrated storage. As Tom mentioned, we're a sponsor here tonight. We're giving away a Jambox, so feel free to pass your business card along to Tom, and he'll enter you into the raffle that'll happen right after this presentation. So to tell you a little bit about us, what we do is we sell software and hardware products that take cloud storage. You probably have heard of cloud storage from companies such as Amazon, Google, Rackspace, AT&T, Microsoft, Azure, and others. What we do is we take storage in the cloud, and with our software it looks and feels like local storage, what businesses use to fulfill their data storage needs. And we all know business storage is growing, so most companies are growing at about 30 to 40% per year. That's a pretty rapid rate with multimedia files, lots of different rich media files. People are finding themselves at a little bit of a crisis sometimes with growing content, with the need for legal compliance. Oftentimes the data has to be kept online for a number of years, as many as 10 years. Also off-site storage. Not only do you have to store data on-site, but you have to keep a copy off-site for disaster recovery. For many organizations, that means being compliant. We all know what happens when there's a hurricane or a disaster. You need to be able to retrieve your data, get your business back on its feet. So what we provide is we provide a device that has a very small local footprint. It can have as little as 20 gigabytes of local footprint and an unlimited storage capacity in the cloud. So essentially fulfilling nearly all of your storage needs. It's not for your OLTP databases, but it fits for about 90% of your data. And what it does is it can give you a lot of storage. It can bring businesses a lot of storage with really very little footprint. And I'll kind of show you. This is sort of the picture. You should see it in a second here. But what Cloud Array does is it connects to your existing applications. It lets you use them the same way you would use a local storage box from an EMC or a NetApp. But it gives you hundreds of terabytes, even petabytes of storage without a forklift. So without much ado, I'm going to skip right to a demo. So I have this product running today right here on my laptop. So as you can see, this is a dashboard of the product, shows you the usage. I'm going to skip straight to data volumes, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create a new data volume. So typically, if you go to an EMC or a NetApp and you want to buy a storage array, you might buy one that has about 100 terabytes of storage. You have to sign a big PO, probably get a huge approval. Or you can go to a company like TwinStrata and get it and only pay for what you use, right? Pay as you go. So I'm going to allocate right now 100 terabytes of capacity. And I'll create that volume right now. So while Cloud Array is here, this is in the product is called Cloud Array. While Cloud Array creates that volume, right now it is available here. I'm going to go to my laptop and I'm going to set up using an iSCSI initiator. So it's an iSCSI data volume. I'm going to connect to Cloud Array. It's a very brief process. So I just give it an IP address here. And once I type that, it should connect. Okay, it's done. So it sees my data volume. I can go back to the product user interface here. It says right now this volume is not mapped, so nobody can see this volume, but I will allow my laptop to see this data volume. So while I'm doing that, and there you go, now it's there. I can go back to my PC here and look under computer management. And somewhere in here will appear a new data volume. So I'm just going to rescan for it. And there it is, it already appeared. So it's 100 terabytes of usable storage right away. The beauty of this product is this is how long it takes to bring it up and configure it. It's a downloadable software from our website. It comes with a cloud account built in that you can start using, use to your heart's content. It's at twinstrata.com. Once you have a disk, you can treat it just like any other type of disk on your laptop. Certainly 100 terabytes is big, but we can go well beyond that. We can go even into the petabytes. So you can take this disk drive and you can start to format it and then even use it just like a regular drive. So very fast, very simple to use. We have hundreds of customers using these products. The whole idea is we pick up where your local storage leaves off, right? So, organizations are running out of capacity. Sometimes it's on-site capacity, sometimes it's off-site capacity. But what we do is in minutes, we can essentially give you all of that storage that can serve a purpose for your archive needs, for your backup needs, off-site, even disaster recovery. So with that, are there any particular questions? Yes.
What's the cost association? Is it per terabyte? How do you formulate the cost?
We sell our software per terabyte, but if you break it down, it's about it starts at about $190 per terabyte, but if you have multiple terabytes, the cost tiers down after that, and that includes unlimited software.
Is that per year?
That's per month. Yeah. Yes. Question?
So it's not really priced for individuals.
No, it's for business use. It looks like a NAS or SAN system.
Yeah.
In fact, if you buy our hardware appliance, it very much behaves and performs like a local storage system.
I was thinking of whether it would be useful for Mac systems in an enterprise that are looking for a time machine backup.
Yeah, it actually would be. You could connect our drive to a Mac. It comes up as another drive on your system, and you could use it for your time machine backup. That is a very good use case. Yes?
Two quick questions. Is it an encrypted file system? So is the data stored and encrypted on the cloud
Yes.
server?
It's an encrypted file system. All of the data is stored encrypted. All of the keys are managed through this product. So we support up to 20 different providers. So that's one of the nice things here. So right now I'm running a demo on Google's cloud. But as you can see, you can also have a choice of clouds. The other thing someone asked about pricing, there's really two ways to buy this. One is to just purchase the software outright, in which case you can work with any cloud you want at pennies per gigabyte per month. Or you can buy it in a bundled package. And our bundle includes all the bandwidth costs as well. But everything is encrypted. So if you try to configure a new cloud provider here, for instance, it asks you if you want encryption. It asks you if you want our data reduction. Once you choose encryption, everything is AES 256-bit encrypted. It's a military-grade encryption.
The second question was mirroring. Can you mirror it across geographies automatically? If you have one drive effectively mirrored across geographies?
We can do several types of mirroring. One is local. We can keep as much of the volume locally as you want and mirror it out to the cloud, or you can keep a small cache footprint. You can also bring up multiple cloud providers and set up mirrors across multiple clouds as well.
So it would appear as one drive would actually be mirrored in multiple.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So some of your customers, if they use it for shared drive access, like if you think about a company that has multiple locations and collaboration of files and all that, do that as a strictly backup archive.
Yeah, the shared files, so essentially the interface looks like a file share. It's either Windows file share, CIFS, SMB, or NFS. So it essentially functions like your typical file sharing system. And you can use it to share files within sites or even across sites. Yes?
Do you have software that enables lifecycle management for information so that you guarantee it to be erased at the end of a compliance period?
We actually have retention policies that are associated with the data, where you can actually take snapshots of data. So one of the things that we can do here is when you look at your data volumes, you can essentially take snapshots of data volumes, and essentially those snapshots, you can set up a retention policy for how long those snapshots live. So essentially you can delete all of your primary data, and those snapshots will persist until that retention policy is up. Yes?
Just a little bit of a question of when lightning strikes the cloud, what happens?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we support multiple cloud providers. Though we encourage customers to use multiple cloud providers, it does become a cost issue typically. Now, most cloud providers have triple redundancy built in, particularly with cloud storage. So if you use Google or Amazon, they already replicate you to at least 3 data centers. So it would take multiple lightning strikes in order to and even if all 3 of those were to go down and you keep a copy on Cloud Array, then you still have access to your data.
So I can see gravity.
Any more questions?
If there's no questions, we can just do this now. I'm just going to do it. And I apologize.
Come join New England's largest technology meetup, sponsor an event, present, or attend. Visit www.bostonnewtech.org.